Hey guys, Daylight Dave, BAC V RR. Hey, in this video, I'm just gonna share a number of pictures I've taken over the years. Kind of cool pics that, of engines and trains or whatever that you just don't see anymore. And this is my, well, these are pictures here. You can see the date back in 1990. Yeah, I'm an old guy. I was alive, so Santa Fe 90. Look how nice that darn thing looks. And I took it. That was in Stockton. Just around Mormon Yard, Santa Fe Mormon Yard. So hang on, more pics to come. We got a whole bunch of pics to show you guys. Hey, hope you guys are good too. So here's Mormon Yard. This is looking east or south, or well, this is actually looking east, but after the yard, the railroad hooks south, goes south onto Bakersfield. So the ex-WP yard in Stockton, and 1316 is... that's an XWP engine. It looks like it was just recently painted, but I think that was the 1502, if I'm not mistaken. There was like 1316, or excuse me, 13, 15, 16, and 17. So I think 1316 was a 1502. Okay, this is up in Jackson, the old Georgia Pacific plant, lumber place. It's a shopping center now. This is all gone. These tracks are gone. In this area anyways, but yeah, I've got this engine at my ethanol plant. I have yet to get those decals, and I got to buy those decals because they're available. Yeah, quick shot of the engine there. Now, this is coming out of Ione. This would be kind of northeast of Stockton, Sacramento, or whatever. But anyways, ballast, well, they had a big rock quarry out there. And the cool thing about this is some of the guys say, hey, the torpedo boats, GP9s, weren't used in freight service, but they were. And there's a picture right there. They discontinued the gravel or the ballast because I think it contained asbestos, so they stopped using it. But they do use it for like roof shingles. That material that goes on roof shingles. They deemed that was okay to do that. So they're still hauling rock out of there, but they haul it out in covered hoppers. Anyways, cool pic. Just another pic, westbound. Hey, gotta love the Napa Valley wine train. Hey, this is soon after their startup. I can't remember what year they started up, but see the date there. But if you ever want to do a nice formal train, wine train, it's cool. Is that not nice or what? Hey, there's a tail end. Got a spare engine 73 in case one busts or breaks down. Hey, little maintenance away engine. What is that? A 44 tonner, I think. Hey, Stockton. Little Santa Fe action. Okay, this gets me to these guys right here. 157. I got the 150 and HO scale. And the reason I'm doing these pictures is because I worked on this engine. My HO scale engine. For a few hours, changed out the decoder, put in a like a current keeper, has 6 capacitors in the thing, and I put in some ditch lights. The engine didn't come with working ditch lights, I should say. So I'll show you that. Hang on, layout room. Hey, layout room. You guys know I got to show you the layout room. Hey, guess what? We got some dispatcher. Well, sometimes there's a dispatcher that doesn't normally work the territory, so we got some gals who not familiar with how things work. So guess what? Yeah, she got the Amtrak holding out of the station here in old Jack London Square or whatever you want to call it. So it's my GP60M. I bought this, well over 10 years ago. But I upgraded him. You can see I worked on his headlights, put those ditch lights in, obviously LEDs. He was a good running engine, but he was stutter all the time, and it was driving me nuts. So I put in, it's an NC decoder, and I put in a, they call it a no-halt, D13 NHJ, which stands for no-halt decoder non-sound. Second is Alice. But anyways, BNSF, they have or had trackage rights. I don't know if they still do, but they have trackage rights coming out of Richmond and going to Warm Springs. And I would see a short little train. There was always auto trains. Well, I should say a few auto cars and some miscellaneous cars, but I never saw a train longer than like 12 cars. A really short little thing, and then some tank cars and whatever. So anyways, okay, back to the picture. Yeah, still in Stockton, westbound train there. I love that signal bridge too. Piggyback train, piggies. Yeah, so back in the Santa Fe days, man, they did not mess around. There's 8 engines on this darn thing. Yeah, just a quick little shot. A couple SP engines. I think this is Sacramento. Making a cut there. Yeah, I used to chase this guy too. The old CCT, Central California Traction. I think this is south of Wilton, I think. Yeah, going up to South Sac. P&G, Procter & Gamble. Just leaving eastbound. Downtown Sacramento. These tracks are all torn up just in this area, and they moved the tracks, I don't know, a few thousand feet north of here. For a while, they're running this crazy Reno fun train. Go out of the Bay Area, go up to Reno, but it wasn't working so good. They had so many issues, always late, and it didn't last long. Another one of their engines there. There's a little mixed train. I don't think the colors were very attractive, but oh well, something different. This is kind of a really cool rail fair they had in Sacramento back in '91. Number of steam engines, heck of fun. Yeah, on one of my engines here. Anyways, hey, real quick on this. This is the independent. Your engine brakes, and that's in the set position. You just flip it over here, and that'll release it. It's your automatic brake valve. That's in the release position. Is your throttle, and that's set and centered right there. Yeah, some of the cool stuff they had out in display. Guess what's there? Hey, 4449 maybe. I think it is. Ooh, cool stuff. Yeah, it was pretty neat. Hey, we've got the little stuff. Man, I'd love to own that in my backyard. Yeah, some more fun stuff. I wish I'd do something like this again. And guess who else is here? Man, sweet. Yeah, definitely a fun day. Fun weekend. Took this pic from on top of the parking garage. Coming at me. Oh, that bad boy smoking. Huh? Belching some good smoke. Neat. Neat stuff. Pretty picture. There's a bridge there. Trains on the bottom, cars on top. They're supposed to put in a new bridge, so they won't be using that top at some point. But a new road bridge, not train bridge, but new road bridge there just on the other side. I love that engine. Here's another pic of Stockton. This is the old WP Diamond right there. That's all gone, the left to right track. But hey, got the 96 there, eastbound heading into Mormon Yard or by Mormon Yard. A little shot for you guys that are into lease power. Got a leased engine right there. EMD. Stockton Tower still there. Old pick back in 92. CCT. Ooh, got some trailers. There's an Army depot there in, it's called Polk, South Sacramento, and that's probably where those trailers are going. Hey, train doesn't get any longer than that. Kind of a cool shot. This is probably in Roseville. Ooh, 2282. Love the headlights. Hey, got to squeeze in a little Kodachrome, man. Real grand. Man, watch that bad boy. Kind of a nice shot. I think this is in Lodi, if I'm not mistaken. Old street trackage in Lodi. These tracks are all gone now. Jerky Lane. Yeah, shot in Oakland here. They're switching out some PD cars, some private varnish cars. Hey, a little shot in Ione. And they used to switch cars, bring in the lumber cars, and the SP would take them over. With some rail grinder. That's a nice shot of SP engine. Ooh, cool. Hey guys, Portola Railroad Museum. I used to work up to Portola on the train, then I'd go over and hang out in the museum. Cool stuff. Ooh, got a little snow up in the mountains too. Ooh, Kennecott Copper. Yeah, and of course, I swear, it seemed like every Amtrak train, I was actually on this Amtrak train when we nailed this camper. He was pulling a trailer, and I went over and checked on the guy. Kind of had special clearance to get out of the train. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, that's what happens when you run a train near the camper. Yeah, there's the train I was on. Doesn't look good, The guy was throwing it, by the way. The guy was okay. He was still alive. He was like, what's going on? I went over and checked on him first, but he was way over. He got thrown way over here, but he was still alive. Yeah, a little PV on the train. I wasn't riding on that. I was riding inside the Superliner cars. Yeah, the guy's working on the engine there. Yeah, so the camper, he ran into that between the first and second engine. Yeah, south of Sacramento, we got CSX. Hey, cool. I think it's either 802. I think it's 8028. If I'm not mistaken. Maybe 8026, but anyways, cool. Yeah, back in these days, we'd see some cool foreign power, so neat stuff. More CSX. Ex-Norfolk Southern engine. Looks like it's a leased engine. Okay, guys, hey, last little clip I'd show you where we used to run ballast trains. Orville's north of Sacramento, and north of Orville, looking up here, is Elsie. Okay, guys, here's Elsie, where a lot of ballast comes out of. I'll zoom in here. But yeah, I've been here a number of times. We'd shove back. Kind of see the arrangement here. Sorry, I'm kind of shaky there. But you'd come up, this is going north, and there's a siding here, Elsie. So you pull in the siding, and then you shove your train in. You kind of see there's a train right there. It ends right there. But yeah, a lot of rock comes out of that place. A lot of rock. So we'd, the ballast trains were pretty much unit trains. They were long, if you can kind of see, and I'll zoom in. Okay, so here's the engines up here, and here's how long this train is. It goes all the way in here. These are all loads up until about here. They loaded all these. And here's all the empties that they're loading right there. But yeah, just zooming in, you can see how long this train is. Quick story too, I was working one time, my conductor was a girl named Tanya Evinger. Really nice girl. She only worked for a few years for the railroad. I think she was from Nebraska. But her whole goal was, you can see there, I don't remember if there was 2 tracks back here. I never went back here. Being the engineer, I was never back here because the conductor would ride the point and shove the train in. But yeah, I guess there's 2 tracks back here, huh? Where does it split? Switch right there. But yeah, as an engineer, I don't think I ever ran past this point here. Shove it in maybe a shorter train. But anyways, Tanya Evinger, her whole goal was to be a kickboxer. She was a tall gal, long legs. And sure enough, a few years later, I saw her. She was on TV. She turned pro. She was in Vegas, and she turned pro. She was a kickboxer, and guys ever want to look her up? Tanya Evinger. She's a real nice girl, too. It was kind of cool working with her. Kind of an honor to work with her, too. So anyways, I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to have some lunch. I appreciate you guys watching. You just stuck through the whole thing. And the whole reason I did that is because I really just wanted to look at the pictures. I figured I'd just share the pictures with you guys too. So anyways, hey, I'm out of here. Daylight, day, back, railroad. Signing out.